guys, and welcome to Ask a Realtor episode 4. You have real estate questions, and Phil and I have real estate answers. Phil, I'm so excited about today's question. So if you're looking to buy a home, today's video and episode is for you. Phil, what question do we have and where did it come from?
So one of our clients out in Tempe asked us, what's the difference between buying a townhome versus a regular house? And more importantly, does that have an impact down the road when you try to resell it?
And this is a question we've had over our 15 years selling real estate is, a condo or townhome versus a single family detached home. What are the pros and cons? So we are going to unpack this for you right now. Let's start with condos and townhouses. What are the pros to a condo and townhouse?
It's lifestyle. So a lot of times clients that are buying a townhome or a condo, they're wanting something more simplistic. They want to be able to go vacation without worrying about the exterior and the yard maintenance and all that stuff. So if you're looking for a more simplistic lifestyle, townhomes and condos are perfect.
So the thing about a condo or a townhouse is the grounds are going to be handled by the HOA. So you're going to have most likely, at most of them, a landscaping crew that comes once a week to do the landscaping for you. They're going to do the pool maintenance and the spa maintenance and things like that. So like you said, it's a really plug and play lifestyle. If you're working a lot of hours or you travel for business, travel for work, or maybe you're renting an apartment right now and tired of renting and want to just move over to ownership, that's a really good start. Now, those are the pros, which is great. And trust me, I've lived in a condo. I miss it. Where you can just walk out to the pool, barbecue, and you're done, right? Nothing to clean up. I love that lifestyle. But what are the cons to a condo or a townhouse?
The HOAs are going to be higher. So a lot of times, and again, this depends on the community, they can range anywhere from $100 to $400. And some of them include exterior maintenance, some of them include the lawn care and all that fun stuff. But the HOAs will be higher. The yard sizes, if there is any, will be a lot smaller. And of course, you're typically going to be sharing a wall.
See, that's one of the biggest cons I hear is people with pets. We rescue dogs. I have 3 rescues. My dogs are my family, right? And so... So I was in a condo. I got my first rescue pup, Teddy. Hey, buddy, he's probably watching. But once I got him, I didn't want him crated on a daily basis, and I knew he needed a yard, and that's when I moved to a single-family home. So that's one of the big cons there. You mentioned the expensive HOAs, but you're paying for convenience. So there's some pros and some cons, right? You're paying for the convenience of having things done for you. Big question I get a lot is, will condos and townhouses appreciate as much as a single-family home? So let's roll right into that.
So there's 2 things to look at on the appreciation. Obviously, the trump card is always location,
sure,
regardless if it's a townhome or if it's a single family. But rest assured, there's audiences for both. There's going to be an audience that wants a simplistic lifestyle, but then there's going to be an audience for people that want regular homes. Either way, you're safe to say that typically single family homes will appreciate a little bit more just because the audience is larger.
So let's dive right into that then. So we just looked at pros and cons of a condo or a townhouse. What would the pros and cons then to be a single family detached home?
Well, you obviously get a larger yard,
sure,
and typically you're going to get a little bit more space, but you're not sharing a wall. And that's a big deal for a lot of people because they don't want to be so close to people.
Especially those parties you throw late at night with all the music and stuff,
that's,
right?
That's probably the biggest pro, right?
Yeah, and you're going to have a lower HOA. Mm-hmm. Single family homes do have HOAs, but they're not typically as expensive as a condo or townhouse because you're doing your own yard maintenance, you're doing your own pool maintenance and landscaping, but then you're going to pay for that too, yep, right? You're going to pay for that in chemicals for your pool, or if you're doing your landscaping or you're paying a landscaper, it kind of balances itself out when it comes to that.
Plus, the exterior maintenance on a lot of the townhomes and condos are covered by the HOA, which is nice, and even some of the roofs. So, obviously with a single family home, you're responsible for the roof and any exterior maintenance that might happen, like paint and stuff like that.
Sure. So the pros, obviously, to a single family home, you can get the size too. A lot of condos, typically, 2 to 3 bedrooms is kind of par for the course, right? Where a home, you can get 4, 5, 6 bedrooms.
Exactly.
Yeah, so probably better for somebody with a larger family that needs a space and has a couple puppies to run around the yard.
And they want a little bit more privacy.
Yeah. So, any final thoughts on the condo townhouse conversation versus a single family home?
I always tell clients this, it's based off your lifestyle.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for a low maintenance lifestyle, we have a lot of snowbirds, a lot of people that, hey, I'm out of state a lot, or I travel a lot, or hey, when I get home from an 80-hour work week job, I don't want to deal with anything. I just want to walk in and relax.
That's a good point. Or maybe you're watching this too, though, and maybe you are renting an apartment and you can transition to homeownership very similar to what you're paying in rent. So a lot of times, if you're maybe a first-time home buyer, maybe a millennial just starting out, a condo or townhouse might be a good entry level for you because they're going to be a little bit less expensive than a single family home. But it's always good. I mean, a home's great too. It just really depends on your personal needs and preferences.
Exactly. That's what I always say. It's your lifestyle. And at the end of the day, there's an audience for both, regardless of, on the resale side.
Yeah, so if you guys are looking to start that home ownership process, whether it is a condo or townhome or a single family home, what we do for all of our clients is actually what we call a home buying consultation. We walk you through the 12 steps of buying a home. But this is where we outline your musts versus wants in a home. And we after 15, 20 minutes, can determine with you whether a condo or townhouse or a single family home is going to be best for you. So if you guys want to do that, just give us a call below. 480-305-6655 is the main line to the office. We'd be happy to help you out and go over this conversation during your home buying consultation. Phil, episode 4 in the books, condo townhouse versus single family home. This was a fun one.
It was. In fact, they're both good choices, and again, depending on lifestyle.
You can't go wrong, especially here in Phoenix.
Exactly.
Now, guys, if you have any other real estate questions, that's why we're doing this whole Ask a Realtor series. Every question we've answered since we started came from you guys. So if you have any specific questions, Phil and I would be pumped to answer that on upcoming episodes. So just send us a direct message or comment below, and we will actually include your question on an upcoming episode. Also, don't miss an episode. You can subscribe above or subscribe below, so every time we launch a new episode, you guys get notified of it. But guys, thank you so much for stopping by episode 4. Like we said, we're having a blast doing this, and you guys have a great day. Take care.